Al, what's it like been coaching the linebackers and your rapport with the players so far?
It's been great. Very privileged to not only coach the defense, but to work with these linebackers every day. Just guys that are self-disciplined, goal-oriented. They really have their house in order. They want to learn ball. It really is. It's a blessing, and to have those guys in the room, and for the young guys coming in or future guys coming in to emulate a group like this is it's just been awesome.
What are the characteristics that have stood out for you so far in camp?
In linebackers or just in general? Yeah, it's just really a smart group. They can think on the grass. They can control it on the grass. We empower them to do so. We want them to make decisions that are not always right at this stage of training camp, but if we're all on the same page, then obviously we can still, play the down. So they do what we ask every day. It's a really tough, gritty group. But talented, so really excited about these guys.
How much cross-training are the guys doing at this point?
In terms of different positions, yeah, we kind of roll them through. It's a great question. So at linebacker, we're rolling them through as much as we can between Rover, Mike, Will, all of those things. So we do want to build depth that way. It's a long season, and you don't know who's going to end up at Rover or who's going to end up at Will. So we're definitely doing that.
And then is it a possibility that Jack Kaiser could play the Mike spot, or is he?
Again, he could play a bunch of different positions, to be honest with you. So we're just cross-training a lot of guys right now. I mean, he's a natural rover. Obviously, he's got a lot of reps built up there, but he could play them all. So he's a very smart young man and great to work with.
Al, we only get to see so much on the spring. That's by design. But how would you characterize kind of your defensive philosophy and what you think it looks like on Saturdays?
Well, again, we're trying to develop a defense that can react in situations. So we want to be masters in situational football. Whether it's 3rd and 2 or backed up or short yardage or goal line or low red, whatever the situation is, there's a certain way that we want to conduct the game. So I think the guys understand that. They're really starting to improve on that. We want to be fast and physical. We want to disrupt the ball. So without getting into too much of what goes on behind the doors, I would say those are some characteristics of it. But we definitely want to be a disruptive group. I think we do have speed. We have guys that will run to the ball. In a lot of those cases, they can create plays on the run and disrupt the football, which is great.
You've got a lot of experience with your starters at that position. How much of this camp is about getting guys behind the goals?
Yeah, I think that's true everywhere. Again, Coach Freeman has challenged us with that. We have pre-practice walkthroughs. We have PM walkthroughs. We have the practice itself. So there's a lot of opportunities to mix the groups. And Coach has kind of charged us with that to, get out of the tyranny of comfort, right? Like there's a senior that has taken all the reps. He knows it, but maybe take him and put him with another group. Take a 3 technique, put him with another group. Take the rover, put him with another group, and see if some other guys can rise to the occasion in those walkthroughs or team periods or whatever the case may be. It's great for morale because guys know they're going to get a chance, and really just foundationally, it's awesome for our team because everybody walks in every day not knowing whether it's their day to get their challenge. So it's awesome.
Coach, what does James Floriditis bring to the table for your group?
Just a lot of experience. Really, really smart. He's going to be a great coach. Enthusiasm. He can play it from the mind's eye. He has got great insight and perspective in terms of how to see the game from playing linebacker. And he's just great with the kids. He's awesome. We're blessed to have him. Really are.
Do you think your guys know who he is?
They know.
We're all getting
they know.
They do.
They see the old clips and everything. They know who he is. I make sure they know who he is.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So he's dove right in here and gotten after it.
He's
As
done.
you would expect.
He's done. Again, when you have the success and the career, sometimes it's hard to transition into coaching because you got to start at the beginning, And he's humbled himself, and he's an incredible worker. He's got so much positive energy. Again, I look at him like a partner. So we're very fortunate, and we also have Ronnie Regula in our room. So we have really, those two guys are really smart. They're industrious, they're problem solvers, and it's great for our kids.
Yeah, knowing him, being from Columbus, and to see him out there jumping around the trash can today as a running back, it's like you said. He'll do the.
He could still demonstrate. I told him once you get past 40, demonstrations go down. So he's still out there demonstrating.
How would you assess what you've seen from the secondary so far?
I love it. I love what they're doing. Just the togetherness. Let's start there. The safeties and corners. The communication has been really, really good. Again, we're not always in the right call, but we're all in the same call. And that's really, really important. And so they have a brotherhood there. Communication has been great. The questions, the engagement, all of that has been phenomenal. So just in general, really excited about those guys. Same thing I was saying earlier about the walkthroughs. We're changing different groups. We're giving guys different looks at different, with the first team or second team or vice versa. And I think it's great for morale, and guys are responding to it.
And then defensive line-wise, how much flexibility do they give you to play through your four down?
Yeah, it does give us flexibility to play a bunch of different fronts, for sure. And I think, Al's done a great job with those guys, Coach Moon. And again, come to work every day. A veteran group, good leaders in that room. And, guys that are unselfish, guys that, are not afraid to play hard positions, play tough techniques. Maybe it's not as comfortable as just edge rushing all the time. So we really appreciate the effort that they're giving.
But now, what is it? Last one from me. Jordan Botello's kind of bounced around at edge, linebacker, and back to edge. What's kind of your vision?
I love that he can do that. Sometimes it's always, like the perception is on the outside that it may not be good. But it is good. It is good that he can play a bunch of different things, and he has a great body type. He's close to 250 now, and he's had a great summer. And I'm really excited about the way he's playing right now.
What about Jack Kaiser makes him a special player?
Just smart, really smart kid. He'll do whatever you ask him to do. He's really tough. Again, he can cover in space. That's a great quality for a linebacker, because that automatically makes you a 3-down linebacker. And then what he does for us on special teams makes him a 4-down linebacker. So 4-down linebackers are hard to find. So I'm really excited about him. And he prepares really well. Like, he comes in with great questions, or he's in the meeting, telling other guys, let's think about doing this or X, Y, or Z.
Coach, if you already asked this question, you don't have to answer. I'll get your answer off the Zoom screen. But what's the biggest difference in coaching NFL guys versus college guys?
Yeah, so that's the number one question. So, like, if I'm going to hang out somewhere, that's been the number one question. So it's an interesting question, and it's one that recruits have asked me. And I can't speak to being back at any other university right now, but I know being at Notre Dame, the difference isn't much. And I just think we have a group of guys that are really smart. They're football guys. They are. You're not trying to track them down to get to the weight room or trying to get them to go to class. I mean, these guys are on it every day. They're goal oriented. They're focused on what they want to do, and they're dying for you to coach them. They're dying to learn every day. And I mean, you should see them listen to Al and CO and Nick and everybody on defense. Like, these guys really want to learn how to do something better. And then from that standpoint, they've challenged me to be a better coach, and I'm grateful for that.
Do you have any challenges trying to transition back to the college game? I know there's been a lot of changes, especially with the NIL.
Yeah, no, we're blessed to have a great support staff here, so they really take a lot of the pressure off, whether it's the recruiting department or just our support, athletic administration or support staff. They're phenomenal. So they take the load off us when it comes to NIL and things like that. But no, it's a blessing. I look at it as a blessing to be able to recruit for Notre Dame and to represent the university and its principles and obviously its values.
When you were hired here, Marcus, you made a point of saying it was important to have someone help mentor him who had been a head coach. I'm curious, over the course of the summer, what have some of those conversations been like as you guide him in his role?
Again, I'll say it again. He's a great leader. Marcus doesn't need me, but when he does have a question about something, I'm there to give him. And I think everybody on the staff feels the same way. Like, he's a natural leader. He knows exactly where he wants to take this team and the program. He's got a great blueprint for it. And you know, if I can help along the way, or I'm sure Harry or any of us along the way, and then there's a great number of Notre Dame guys in the building too, whether it's Ron or Hunter or Watt, Tommy, that are sharing, you know, obviously the program and the tradition and those types of things. So from that standpoint, I'm here. I serve for Coach. I mean, whatever he needs from me, I'm there for him. He knows that. But right now, it's to support his vision, and it's an awesome vision.
How much Ohio State, some of the players there said, yeah, we've been looking at.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. We're really trying to, and it's probably because I just got there in February. We're just trying to get better at calling, installing, executing our defenses. Certainly, we all know the magnitude of the game and all that, but if you start thinking about it, you know, on day 4, and you still got how many more days to go? I know you guys probably have the countdown, but once we get in it, you know, we'll be all in on it. But right now, we just got to get better. You know, today was, you know, some red zone and things of that nature. Whatever the case may be, whatever the day, whatever coach has us for focusing on that day, that's what we're trying to get better at. And when it's time to transition, we'll be ready to go.
How's the foundation looking?
We're excited. We're excited. Again, we're excited because of the young men, and because of the coaching staff, and we're really trying to all be on the same page. The communication is good. The execution is getting better. There's a lot right now. There always is this time of year. It's a challenge. But once we get into game week, we take bits and pieces off the menu and really try to play a lot faster.
Thank you.
Can you turn up the heat in here?